You look at Roberto Carlos. You look at Dani Alves, most balanced fullback I've ever seen, to be honest. But he's still attacking. Those are the best fullbacks we've ever seen. So to not put Trent there.
Drogba has had a lot more appearances than Suarez, so by default he makes it in there. But overall, there, everyone knows a big debate between, who is better between Gerrard and Lampard. So as you can see our shirts, it's that time. Going into the Carabao Cup final again with Liverpool again. And we thought it might be interesting to do an all-time Chelsea versus Liverpool Premier League based combined 11.
Yeah, why not?
We're going to go for a 4-3-3 formation. So let's start on goals. Hopefully we'll agree, yeah? Peter Cech.
Yeah, bro, I have to agree. Peter Cech. I know most people would expect me to say Alisson. I think he's the best goalkeeper we have seen in this time period, obviously over the last 5 years, I'd argue, but Premier League wise overall has to be Peter Cech.
Gucci. Okay, cool. So right back.
Right back.
I'll let you go in first, my boy.
No, you can go first. I want to hear what you have to say.
Fair. I'm gonna have to go for Premier League. Branislav Ivanovic. I'm sorry, he's the most balanced right back, and he has a bit more of a Premier League history than Trent. I think in a couple of years' time, Trent can take over that role, but as it stands, I'm going to have to go Branislav there. How about you?
I think Trent already won the right back debate long time ago. He doesn't even have to wait for the next 5 years, to be honest.
So isn't the best right back the Premier League has seen?
Yes, in terms of obviously winning trophies and all, that has to go with how Liverpool performs. But individual wise, I think Trent already proved that seasons ago that he's in the top 3 at least.
That's interesting though, because as a right back, I just don't think he qualifies for that cut. I think individually as well, definitely. Like I said, my biggest argument with Trent is that he's just not a right back. It's hard to compare him to other right backs because of such a unique position that Klopp has used him for in that team. So in that term, it's hard for me to put him there. Ability wise, great. Technically going forward, amazing. But in that overall balance, I'd put Kyle Walker before him personally, but obviously he's not.
Yeah,
here.
That's fine. So, but anyone else, I feel like that's disrespectful, honestly. What wins you Premier Leagues? What wins you? It's goals, right?
Clean sheets also.
Listen.
Okay.
What's there to defend if you got Van Dijk? Liverpool is such an attacking team. You're not going to defend that much, obviously. Trent, obviously, going forward, he provides. Going forward, he assists, and that's what wins us games. That's what wins us championships. So I think Trent has to be at least the second best right back in the Premier League.
Who's first?
Kyle Walker.
Interesting. Why would Kyle Walker be first and not Trent then?
Because Kyle Walker
doesn't provide as much as Trent going forward, by your logic.
The thing is, Kyle Walker is too balanced, he's very too balanced.
And that's the word.
Yeah.
Balance. I think Branislav Ivanovic is more balanced than Kyle Walker and Trent.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I'm using your logic. These are your words.
The best fullbacks have always been attacking fullbacks. You look at Marcelo, you look at Roberto Carlos, you look at
balance with Roberto Carlos, 100%.
You look at Dani Alves. Okay, fine, he was the most balanced fullback I've ever seen, to be honest, but he's still attacking. Those are the best fullbacks we've ever seen. So to not put Trent there, come on.
Listen, like I said, the guy's really good, but best right back of all time in the Premier League is too much of a shout. And even in this debate, I think it's just down to difference in opinion. People must let us know what they think in the comments.
Well, then they can,
because you feel strongly about that. I feel strongly about Branislav, just on the definition of a right back. Centre backs.
Okay, I think Van Dijk and obviously
John Terry.
Yeah,
has to be probably the most balanced centre back pairing in a while. Left back position. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna go with Rob.
I almost said
Robertson too. Hang on.
Sorry,
Ashley
guys.
Cole. It's got to be Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole.
It's got to be Ashley.
I mean, we talk about balanced fullbacks. I mean, he's pretty much. I get what you mean with the balanced fullback thing. I mean,
yeah, it helps the team overall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. But when going forward, that shouldn't be disputed as well.
100%. I'll always give Trent. I'll say this right now: best forward playing fullback I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Well, there's still Marcelo and stuff, but damn, Trent, that right foot is
let's
mad.
Just say he's up there.
Premier League. Let's say Premier League. Stick to this topic. We're gonna go into the midfielders.
Yeah.
I know both midfielders have to be there.
Gerrard Lampard
out the window.
Cool.
I don't think anyone can disagree with that. Just to put a bit of reasoning as to why these guys undisputably have to be there. Everyone knows a big debate between who is better between Gerrard and Lampard. To not have them in this Premier League 11 would be an absolute crime.
Disgrace.
100%. I feel like you can compare them to any team in the Premier League all-time 11, and both of them still have to be there. Personally, for me, I'm not beginning to believe, but I'm starting to understand that Gerrard had more strings to his bow as as a player, if you compare him to Lampard, he wasn't just pretty much full out attacking or etc.
He had defend as well.
You know what I mean? The word balance at the end of the day. Scored a lot of wonder goals.
Thank you.
Yeah, guy was
but
just amazing.
Let's not dispute the fact that Lampard as a midfielder scored so many goals. That record I don't think can be broken.
True. This guy scored a lot more goals than like a lot of like all-time Premier League strikers, which is crazy.
It's crazy. Him and Drogba, that combination was just too much.
Actually insane.
Yeah.
Look at us bigging up each other's players.
But I would like to ask you guys, who's better for you guys, Gerrard or Lampard?
Hey, put that in the comments. Now, CDM's an interesting position.
I think I really want to give you Kante. He has won so many, not so many. He's only won 2 Premier Leagues, but him winning a Premier League alone, obviously I would have said Xabi Alonso because I think his quality, he deserves to be in this team. But again, Kante has been doing it in the Premier League for longer and consistently as well. And he's been up there, so I don't really mind on this position, to be honest.
Fair. One question I do have personally: would you say Xabi Alonso's best days were at Liverpool or
yes,
at
100%? Because at Madrid there was Ozil. You weren't gonna always start. There was Kaka as well at Madrid. That midfield was just Di Maria as well, and he was at the end of his career at Madrid in a way.
Okay,
so
his prime was pretty much at Liverpool. Fair.
Yeah,
that's interesting as well. I have similar reasons to you, in the sense that Kante is just he's amazing. Won a Premier League at Leicester City, which is insane, and with Chelsea, and like it wasn't a thing of like just playing for a good team or whatever. He showed individually that like, yo, this guy is a good player.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving forward to the front three. Start with the right wing, let's.
Right wing has to be Salah.
It's got to be Salah.
I can't think of anyone for Chelsea, to be honest. But the one person I would think about is Zola. That guy was so amazing. I mean, I didn't watch him, because I wasn't alive at that time when he was playing. But with YouTube these days, internet, you can watch his highlights, and Zola was just ball control.
Yeah, technical ability was actually
amazing. I wish those are the players that I watched, growing up. But unfortunately,
Hey, it is what it is, man. No, I hear you definitely on that. There's not much competition. Salah has to be there. Look at all the records he's broken since he's landed. Unfortunately, couldn't do it for Chelsea. I'm sad about that. So left wing.
Shout out to Sadio Mane, one of the best I've seen. We have to go with
the blue beast.
Yeah,
Eden Hazard.
Wow,
it's gotta be. Sadio Mane is a good shot though. Amazing.
What a player.
But damn, guys, like Hazard's one of those players where, not a bucket load of goals or a bucket load of assists, but anyone who watched football and loves football watched this guy and they just knew this man was something special, guys. Like, bias may be here, but like, it is what it is.
You don't even have to be biased. Like, literally the whole Premier League will say Hazard is at least top 3 best in his prime. I don't know, maybe top 5, top 3. He's up there.
100%. Yeah, and left wingers in the Prem, 100%, definitely. So a striker position is very interesting.
It is.
Premier League wise, I think just based on appearances and stats and numbers, it's probably going to have to be Drogba.
Yes. But better player has to be Luis Suarez.
I think so too. Overall, Luis Suarez kind of like that balance we're talking about. He has a few more strings to his bow. There's not a single kind of goal that he couldn't score, either foot, with the head, outside the box, inside the box, from an angle, whatever. The guy, you just wanted him in front of your goal. Poacher, anything. Drogba, not to discount him at all, great player, especially showing up in like finals and stuff like that, FA Cup finals, Champions League finals, big game player. You'd love him there.
That 2012 FA Cup final, Drogba. That 2012 Champions League final.
Guys, big moment play, 100%. But if we're looking at like I said, Premier League career all-time stats, Drogba has had a lot more appearances than Suarez, so by default he makes it in there. But overall better player has to be Suarez. Suarez, Salah, Mane. Imagine that front three. That's crazy. I mean, like, listen, love to Firmino personally, dude. Love to Firmino personally. Like, Firmino is one of my favorite.
I put Firmino in the midfield,
and he balanced those two out very nicely. In the midfield, it's actually a good shout. But damn, Suarez, dude, my goodness, the goals would be insane. It wouldn't be fair.
Managers.
Yeah,
Jose Mourinho, I have a lot of respect for him. Obviously, Jurgen Klopp is leaving at the end of the season, which breaks my heart actually. I wanna go Jurgen Klopp, and not because I'm biased. I don't think I am a biased football fan, to be honest. But Jurgen Klopp, I mean, he has had to compete with Pep Guardiola, Man City, with all these charges and all. Overspending, they say. I'm not really reading too much into this.
Alleged charges.
Yeah. But still, though, like competing with Pep Guardiola is too difficult. And that's why I have to go with Jurgen Klopp, because obviously with the budget that he has been given over these last years, I mean, yeah, imagine with that money what Jurgen Klopp can do.
I hear that.
And especially if he wins the EFL Cup, the Europa, and the Premier League, that's already like big season.
If he wins the Premier League, that'll definitely give him a notch on his belt. Yeah. But for me, it's just Mourinho is one of the most prolific Premier League managers. Like, everyone remembers Mourinho, you know what I mean? As a Premier League manager, especially. I won't say he changed the Premier League, but he definitely added a lot of spice and personality to it. Like, everyone remembers this guy's attitude and the special one, and his tussles with Wenger and stuff, and the fact that he has how many is it? Is it 3, 4?
Did he not win 3 Premier Leagues in a row, or was it 2 Premier Leagues in a row?
It was 2.
I think it was 2.
It was 2 in a row, and then he won it again when he came back with Chelsea. So I think that's 3 in total. People can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, based off Premier League numbers and stuff, it's got to be Mo. It could be biased because I've had front row seats to watch this guy constantly, and like, he brings something else besides just being a manager to the team. That like level of attitude he has, and that arrogance, and how much he wants to pull it out of players. He's just, it's just gonna have to be Mo for me.
Mourinho not the manager that was managing the team that conceded 15 goals in that whole season?
That's something.
Was it him or Ancelotti?
It was him. It was a Mourinho typical, not park the bus, so to speak, but solidity, in my opinion.
That alone,
15 goals in a Premier League season is insane. No one, that's something else. That's, in my opinion, better than a treble. That's better than an invincible season. That's my opinion.
100 points.
100 points.
Century, yeah.
You know what I mean? Century. Like, it's amazing. Like, it's one of the most unheard of stats. We agreed on most of the stuff, at least.
Score predictions,
Score predictions. Oh, yes, this is the EFL Cup. Forgot about that. Let us know score predictions. Bro, I can't do this, bro. I can't do this emotion again, bro. I hate losing domestic cup finals. Chelsea have lost. I think we've lost every single one we've been in for the past 3 or 4 seasons. Think about it.
Yeah.
EFL against you, FA Cup against you. Before that, FA Cup against Leicester. Before that, FA Cup against Arsenal. Guys, like, Wembley's just not the place for us. But I don't know.
It used to be.
Anymore. But now, I don't know. I have my doubts. Let us know what you think in the comments. Score predictions.
2-0 to Liverpool in the 90 minutes. Yeah, no final.
That's deep.
Remember, Klopp is leaving at the end of the season, so the boys will give it their all.
Okay, I'm going to go 2-1 to Chelsea. 2-1 to Liverpool. Yeah. So, let us know what you think in the comments.